Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here, whether you're relaxing after a long day, taking a walk, or just lying down with your headphones on. You've chosen this moment to grow, to reflect, and to invite a little more light into your mind and heart. This episode is all about something truly powerful, something that can shift the way you see the world, change your emotions, and shape your future. It's the power of positive thinking. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's not about ignoring pain or sadness or challenges. No, it's about choosing a mindset that helps you rise above those challenges. It's about choosing thoughts that lift you up instead of drag you down. Throughout this journey, I'll speak to you gently, slowly, and clearly so you can relax, reflect, and learn. You might feel inspired. You might feel calm. You might even feel like smiling as you listen. So let's begin this beautiful exploration. A peaceful journey into the power of positive thinking. Take a deep breath and let's begin. Positive thinking is not magic. It doesn't make problems disappear instantly, but it does change how you face those problems. It's a mindset, a way of seeing the world. It's the voice that says, "This is hard, but I can handle it. It didn't go as planned, but I've learned something. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm moving forward." When you think positively, you shift your focus. You look for possibilities, not just problems. You search for lessons, not just losses. You build hope even in the face of fear. And over time, that mindset doesn't just change your thoughts, it changes your life. You walk a little taller. You speak a little kinder. You believe in yourself a little more. And most importantly, you become a light for others because positive thinking is contagious. Let's talk about your thoughts. Have you ever noticed how one small thought can shape your whole day? You wake up and think, "I'm going to mess up that presentation today." Suddenly your body feels tense. You rush, you stumble, you doubt. But imagine if the thought was, "I'm prepared, I'll do my best." Same day, same schedule, but a different energy, a calmer heart, a clearer mind. You see, your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant, it grows. If you plant fear, worry, and out you grow stress and insecurity. But if you plant hope, gratitude, and belief, you grow resilience and joy. The thoughts you choose feed your emotions, and your emotions influence your decisions, your behavior, your relationships, even your health. Your thoughts matter. They shape the story you tell yourself every single day. So be gentle with yourself. Choose thoughts that empower you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. Now let's look at the other side. Negative thinking isn't just being realistic. It's like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go, but you don't even realize it's there. You wake up tired. You expect things to go wrong. You assume others are judging you. You think, "I can" before you even try. It doesn't feel like drama. It just feels a normal, quiet background noise in your head. But over time, that quiet negativity builds walls around your potential. You start saying no to opportunities. You doubt your value. You don't try because what's the point? And slowly you stop dreaming, stop growing, stop believing. That's why you must become aware. Catch those negative thoughts. Notice them without judgment. Then gently ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Is this fear or truth? Can I think a better thought? You can always choose again. And with every better thought, you loosen the grip of negativity. You take one step closer to the positive life you truly want. We all have doubts. I'm not good enough. I'm too old to start. What if I fail? But here's the truth. Doubt is not the enemy. Staying stuck in doubt is. You see, doubt will visit, that's normal. But you don't have to give it the master key to your mind. You can acknowledge the doubt and still take action anyway. You can say, Yes, I feel unsure, but I'm moving forward. That is courage. That is self-leadership. That is the start of something powerful. Now try this. Take one limiting thought, something you've been telling yourself for years. Now flip it. I'm not good at this becomes. I'm learning and improving every day. I always mess things up becomes. I'm growing and I've already come far. I can't do it becomes. I'm figuring it out step by step. Let these new beliefs become your armor, your anchor, your fuel. Because the person who believes in themselves even a little is already halfway there. Think about how you talk to a friend who's struggling. You say things like, "It's okay, you've got this, I believe in you." You don't criticize, you comfort. Now ask yourself, how do you speak to you? Do you say, "I'm so stupid. I always fail. I'll never get better"? Words carry energy, and the most powerful words are the ones you speak to yourself. So here's your gentle challenge. Be a better friend to you. When things go wrong, whisper, "Spursion tone. It's okay, I'm still learning." When you feel tired, say, "I'm proud of myself for showing up." When you fall behind, remind yourself, "I can begin again right now." Self-talk is not just talk. It becomes your inner world, and your inner world becomes your reality. Speak to yourself with love, because you're listening, always. Let's talk about something simple, but incredibly powerful: gratitude. Gratitude is like sunlight for your thoughts. It warms, softens, and brightens everything it touches. It's not about ignoring problems. It's about remembering that even in the middle of stress, there is still good. Even when things aren't perfect, there is still progress. Try this. Take a deep breath. Now silently think of 3 small things you're grateful for right now. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a roof over your head. Maybe it's just this quiet moment where you're listening, reflecting, and growing. Did you feel that shift? That calm? That gentle rise in energy? That's the power of gratitude. When you practice it every day, even in just tiny moments, you train your brain to see more light. And soon, you'll find yourself saying, "This day didn't go as planned, but I'm thankful for the lesson. I'm exhausted, but I'm grateful I kept going. This is difficult, but I'm growing stronger." Gratitude helps you create a new habit in your mind, a habit of seeing what's right before you focus on what's wrong. And that changes everything. It's easy to think positively when life is smooth. But what about during the storm? When things fall apart? When your plans shatter and hope feels distant? This is when positive thinking becomes not just helpful, but essential. Positive thinking during hard times doesn't mean saying, "Oh, everything's great," when it clearly isn't. It means whispering, "This is painful and I will get through it. This hurts, but it won't last forever. I don't have all the answers, but I trust that something good will come from this." Hard times are not permanent. Even the darkest nights end in sunrise. And often your greatest growth, your deepest strength, your most meaningful wisdom comes from the moments you thought you couldn't survive but did. Positive thinking doesn't deny the struggle. It gives you a reason to keep walking through it. So if you're in a hard place right now, breathe. Hold on. Speak kindly to yourself. This chapter will pass, and you will come out stronger, or softer and more powerful than ever before. Let's make this real. Let's build a simple daily ritual that supports your positive mindset. You don't need hours. You don't need journals or fancy tools. You just need a few quiet moments and intention. Here's a gentle ritual you can try every morning. 1. Breathe. Sit or lie still for 1 minute. Focus on your breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Ground yourself. 2. Affirm. Say one kind thing to yourself aloud or silently. Try. Today, I choose peace. I am becoming who I'm meant to be. Whatever happens today, I can handle it. 3. Visualize, picture your day going well. See yourself calm, focused, and smiling even during challenges. For gratitude, think of 3 things you're thankful for no matter how small. That's it. For tiny steps, 5 peaceful minutes, a whole new mindset. And if you repeat this daily, you train your brain to wake up with calm, not chaos. With hope, not heaviness. Let your ritual become your reset button, your sanctuary, your promise to yourself that you're in control of your energy. Here's something amazing. When you think positively, it doesn't just change you, it changes how others feel around you. Your energy speaks louder than your words. People can feel your calm, your confidence, your hope. You become someone who lights up rooms without trying. Someone who listens, encourages, inspires. Think of the people in your life who lift you up. They probably don't have perfect lives. They just choose to bring warmth instead of worry, faith instead of fear. That's who you are becoming. And as you grow, your mindset becomes a gift, a quiet strength that others lean on. So when you smile, when you stay kind under pressure, when you speak with belief, you become a mirror for others. You show them what's possible. You help them believe in themselves. And that ripple of positivity, it reaches farther than you'll ever know. You know, positivity isn't just something you think. It's something you live. Your thoughts influence your choices. Your choices build your habits. And your habits shape your life. So if your mind is filled with fear, you live cautiously. If your mind is filled with anger, you live defensively. But if your mind is filled with hope, love, and belief, you start making choices that reflect those powerful thoughts. You start showing up for your goals. You start saying no to what drains you. You begin surrounding yourself with people who lift you. This is how it works. You change your inner world first, and soon your outer world begins to match it. Your environment, your routines, your relationships, they all start aligning with the energy you carry inside. That's why positive thinking isn't just a feel-good concept. It's the foundation for the life you want to build. So as you keep growing, ask yourself often, is this choice helping the version of me I want to become? Are these thoughts helping me move forward or holding me back? And if the answer feels off, don't panic. Just gently redirect, because your life is a reflection of your focus. And when you choose to focus on what's good, what's possible, and what's meaningful, your entire reality begins to shift. One of the biggest obstacles to positive thinking isn't the world outside you. It's the voice inside you. That voice that says, you're not good enough. You always mess things up. Why even try? We all have that inner critic sometimes. It usually comes from old wounds, fear, or past failures. But here's the truth, you don't have to believe every thought you think. You're not your mistakes. You're not your doubts. You're not the voice of fear inside your head. You are the one who hears that voice. And you have the power to respond to it differently. So next time it shows up, try this. 1. Pause, notice the thought without judgment. Just observe it. 2. Question it. Ask, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? 3. Replace it. Gently offer yourself a better thought. Instead of I always fail, try I'm learning and I'm getting better. Instead of I'm not good enough, say I'm growing, I'm doing my best. I'm enough as I am. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about reminding yourself that you are more than your worst moments. With time, those negative voices get quieter, and the voice of encouragement, self-respect, and possibility gets louder. And that voice, that new positive voice, is who you really are. Let's be honest. Sometimes the hardest part about staying positive isn't the present. It's the past. Old regrets. Things you wish you'd said or done differently. Moments you replay in your mind over and over and over. But here's something powerful to remember. You don't live there anymore. You are not who you were. You're growing. You're changing. You're doing the best you can now with what you know. Holding on to the past doesn't change it. It only steals your peace in the present. So what if just for today you let it go? What if you forgave yourself? What if you saw those old mistakes not as proof that you're broken, but as proof that you're human? Every stumble shaped your strength. Every wrong turn taught you something real. Every painful lesson led you to this version of you, the wiser, softer, more grounded one. You don't need to forget the past. Just stop letting it define you. Make peace with it, bless it, and then gently walk forward. Your power is here or now, and your future is still waiting to be written with kindness, clarity, and hope. Here's something beautiful. Your brain isn't fixed, it's flexible, it's adaptable. This is called neuroplasticity. And it means that the more you practice positive thinking, the more your brain automatically starts thinking positively. It's like walking a path through a field. At first, it's overgrown and hard to walk. But if you walk it every day, the path gets clearer. Positive thoughts work the same way. Every time you choose to look for the good, you strengthen that pathway in your brain. Every time you reframe a negative situation, you're training your mind to think differently. It takes effort at first, but soon it becomes your default. You wake up with more peace. You face challenges with more calm. You react with more hope, more grace, more strength. So be patient with yourself. You're not just thinking differently. You're building a brand new mindset one thought at a time. This is how real transformation happens. Not through perfection, but through repetition. Now, let's connect mindset to movement. Because thinking positively doesn't mean just sitting still and hoping. It means acting from a place of confidence and belief. When you believe something is possible, you're more likely to try. And when you try with focus and heart, progress happens. Here's what that looks like. You say, I believe I can improve my English. So you practice every day, even when it's hard. You say, I believe I deserve healthy relationships. So you speak up, you set boundaries. You choose better connections. You say, I believe in my dreams. So you wake up early, you study. You start even if the path isn't clear. Positivity fuels courage. And courage turns thoughts into reality. So next time fear whispers, what if you fail? Let positivity reply, but what if I fly? This is the heart of positive living. Seeing the good, believing in the best day, and stepping into life with open hands and open heart. Let's talk about your relationships. Positive thinking doesn't just change how you feel about yourself. It changes how you treat others. When you're rooted in a hopeful mindset, you become more patient, more understanding, more generous with your time and your words. You stop assuming the worst in people. You start giving them grace just like you give yourself. You become the kind of person who uplifts a room, who listens with care, who encourages others to believe in themselves too. And here's the best part. Positivity is contagious. When you show up with a kind heart, people feel it. They soften, they open up, they reflect that light right back at you.